After tramping down from way up there, all around the outside, finally at our spot. Gonna be a mean dive. Let's go. My first dive down was just to secure the float, as I'd found a nice spot with a few Paua around. I was only in about 2 to 3 metres of water, but I actually struggled to hold my breath a little bit. I think it was just because I was puffed from swimming about 80 metres out. My weight belt was slightly loose, so I tightened that, then started scouting the seabed for that classic Paua shell. There was an obvious one sitting right here on this rock and shallow, but it looked a bit small, so I continued on. I found a little cluster here, but again they looked a bit small. I always try to measure them without removing them from the rock first, but most of the time it's easy to tell if they're too small. There was a nice little Kina right beside them anyway, so I grabbed that instead. I didn't quite have enough weight on today, as it was only my second dive mission, so I struggled to stay down a bit. Heaps of undersized Paua around, but I was determined to find a legal feed. On the way back out to the float, I picked up a few more nice Kina so I could count on something to eat later.
Yeah, I saw a rock with probably 50 on it.
The visibility was about 8 metres today, so while snorkeling the surface I noticed a rock littered with Kina. So I dropped down and started to crack a few open, with the hopes of luring something in. We moved away to give the ground bait some time to settle. I found a couple of just legal Paua, so I was pretty happy and decided to head around the corner looking for a fish. While searching around, I saw a school of nice looking herring, or yellow-eyed mullet, so I waited for them to swing back around and then I took my shot. The small bait fish were too fast for me, so I decided to head back and check my Kina bait I'd left earlier. There were a few fish hanging around, but nothing that I was after, so I went back out for another 20 minutes. I got this idea from Ollie Craig, another spearfisherman who makes mean videos up in Auckland, so if you haven't seen him yet, then go check them out. They're pretty mean, and he always seems to find a snapper or something else nice. Anyway, as I was leaving the area, I noticed the school of herring swim back, so I didn't hesitate to quickly tighten the rubber and release my spear.
Are you gonna eat that? What's that?
No, I'll just cut it up and use it for a herring.
Oh, that's insane. That was quick hands.
This was quite big for a normal herring, so he served as beautiful ground bait for hopefully bigger fish. I've just come in for a break, been out there for just over an hour, and the water's beautiful, it's just so nice down here, no wind at all, complete southerly, so blowing straight over the hill here, so we're completely sheltered by this big cliff. But yeah, here's the catch so far. I just brought it in to empty it off because that bait's a bit full. But yeah, heaps of nice good sized Paua, a couple of big old Kina, yeah, pretty mean. So there's the midday cleanup, all we've got for now. We'd been in the water for about 2.5 hours now, and I was getting hungry, so I went back for the float, then paddled in to check out our stash. After a good hunt, we were all packed up and ready to climb back up the cliff. Thanks for watching this epic dive, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next dive, as we're getting closer to summer and there should start to be some nicer fish closer to shore, and maybe even a few crays. That's it for today, I'll be back with another video next Sunday.